Hi Pisces, this is your reading for 2023. I'm using the tea leaves, the months of the tea leaf tarot, and I'm using the light series, and I'm also using the angel tarot. I would suggest have a look and stop and come back, because it's going to be a long video, because this is your yearly video. The 13-month will be done separately, but will be available after I've done your reading. But this is only to those that pay membership or pay to watch the video. Also, there's something new that I'm trying to do, because I would like to start memberships, but I don't know how, so I'm just trying this out. So I hope you do understand. There will be an update on that later, as I forgot to mention it, because I've just decided to do it, because I'm evolving myself. But first of all, I would like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a happy, prosperous, healthy New Year. I hope you've watched the introduction as well, then you know what number year 7 means and what it entails. These videos will also be done in Dutch, so you can double check and put the subtitles on and see whether I've missed anything. Also, I would suggest listen to your rising sign and your moon sign, then you can get an even bigger picture. There will be a lot of changes, but I would like to make you a big suggestion. Remember that 7 is a lucky number, so luck will be with us, and I've seen this through the reading of Aquarius and Capricorn. Let's get started for your reading. I'm also using 3 types of oracle cards, and they will be included in this reading. So if you get bored, don't give up. Grab a cup of tea, and on a Sunday morning, or when you've got some time for yourself, listen and enjoy, or come back every month and listen and see what the month holds and compare it to your weeklies. Now, the first card that I've got is obviously January, and that's supposed to be icy and cold. So yes, I feel we will have a cold winter, because I just feel that, sorry. And I think we'll have snow, more so than we realize. There is evidence to me that that will occur because of the climate change. Anyway, let's get started with your reading. You come in with the 5 of Cups. Now, you might be looking back to the past. Don't. Remember the past. Let go of the negative or the stuff that you can't, that is no use to you, and stand up and dust yourself off and make the changes right now and in the future, because that is what you can do. You can't change the past. So look at around you, not just in front of you. You're missing the 2 cups that are still standing. So you still got more than you realize. So be grateful for what you have and not for what you don't have. Don't cry over spilled milk. Don't mope about what has been. Has been, like Harry and Megnut. Also, and here we are. We're coming in with the King of Cups. The King of Cups is you, or is Cancer. Prominently Cancer, because Cancer is the first house, and you're my little page. You are the oldest soul. It's funny, because I thought the King of Cups would be Pisces, because Pisces is the last house and is the last, the oldest soul. And he's the king, he's the oldest, he's supposed to be the oldest and the more mature. And so, yeah, I always keep it in my back mind, it could be a Pisces. It can be any water sign, but because Cancer is the first house, that's why the status of the king, he's first, he's the king. For those that don't know. But you Pisces, you are brilliant, you are a dual sign, so you are just like the Gemini and the Libra, always on the go and always gaining more knowledge. You thrive on that. Also, you are an old soul, so that means that I believe that you're not the child, you're not innocent, you're not naive, but you are collect, calm, loving, nurturing, passionate, all those like a grown-up person. But yet again, you are the page, so you do have that flexibility to adapt and let your inner child out. That's why you are such a loving and lovable person, to me anyway. But I'm biased because I've got a daughter and my favorite brother is a Cancer, and I love my Cancers besides my Pisces. I was married to a Pisces. So anyway, you could be meeting a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces, or you could be dealing with one of them if you're not married, or living with one of them, or going out. You could be doing business with them as well. You could join up in partnerships, or perhaps you might have had a Cancer previously, and that's what you're looking back on. Well, I'm sorry, you can't only, I can make it smaller, but then the pictures will be even more or less clear. So here you are, you've got lying on the Five of Cups. Perhaps you're missing somebody, but you immigrated, or they immigrated, or moved away, but you're still thinking about them. If it wasn't an argument, or if it wasn't a break of a relationship or a friendship in a horrible way, why don't you try to find them and talk to them and catch up? That's all I can say. So you could be catching up, you could be looking back and trying to find somebody that you remembered, that was inspiring to you, that understood you, that was nurturing and caring, loving, handsome and sexy. Woo! Yes, they are good looking. Aha! I love it. But I said I'm biased. Anyway, we're going into February, and there could be great storms coming in, literally and figuratively, because this is the year of the change. Massive changes. So get prepared. Don't get blown away. Also in February, I'm going to, you make me stop in my tracks. I've got to check something. Right. Do you see what I'm going to tell you? Why you keep me on my toes? Because Brenda Tarot Readings, or Brenda from Brenda Tarot Readings, she's one of my Pisces, and we keep ourselves or each other on our toes, and we sometimes work together as the Tarot Tag team. And yeah, so you lot are special to me. You know that. Besides the spirituality, you keep me on the toes. I thought leap year. I haven't heard of a leap year. Now, not 2019 should have been a leap year, but it wasn't. It was 2020. And the next leap year will be in 2014. So that's eased up things a bit. So it won't get muddled up and wrong go with times and things like that. Anyway, you've got the Fool. Now you know what the Fool... I had a discussion today with somebody about the Tarot Fool. They said there was a tarot deck, and did I know the tarot deck, about what would happen after the Fool took the leap. I went into about 2-hour conversation just on one card. I said, well, just think of it. It is the following is different for everybody else. I can't get into it now. But this is what you could do with every single card to get your answer, whether it's the King of Cups. What would the King of Cups do if he comes out of his meditation? What has he decided? What has his feeling told him? This is what you can do with the cards. Go further than just the card, or looking at the picture of different decks, because they give you different messages besides the basic message. So think through. Now I'm just going to cover the basics, and if I hear anything extra, and I read the cards also intuitively. With the Fool, I look at the Fool, and it means literally taking a leap of faith. Why is he taking that leap of faith, and what does that mean? If you know the mythology behind this card, then you know that the Fool is built in or is born in a cave. That's why it's dark behind him and he's standing on the cliff edge, because he's ready to start this journey. It is number 0, so it doesn't mean anything. It's not an ending, it's not a beginning. He's just getting started, but he hasn't gained any knowledge. He hasn't gained life experience, so he's got no life knowledge. He has to purely live on his intuition and his feelings. Now he's got a loyal friend, so look at this in your own little world. Look who's loyal to you. Look who you can row with, cry with, be drunk with, or whatever. Who you can be yourself. And your I. Do they respect it? Do they come back? Do they talk about it? Do they empty their hearts out to you as you empty your heart out to them? Those are real friends. Those are the friends that you trust. Like the dog, because the dog is the loyalest person you can find in your life or on earth. A dog is always loyal to his owner. But I think of my dog and my cat as my kids, because I nurture them. So anyway, I can go into the story for a long time, but I will bore you to death most probably. I'm sorry. But what has the Fool got to do? He's going to start his journey, so he's going to use his intuition. He has to start learning and gaining knowledge. So don't be the Fool. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Also take care of yourself. Have faith in yourself. Faith is something that you cannot see, but you can feel, and that is your intuition calling you. So if something sounds too good to be true, it isn't. Everything that glitters isn't gold. And I know to you I can talk. I always rabble and bamble on with you and with Gemini because I feel the closest to you. It's most probably because me and Brenda and my kids and my friends that I have that are Pisces. Also, look at each card. If you lay the cards down yourself, look at the cards not only in the basic meaning, but look what is behind that person. It is all yellow. In some decks, you've got the rainbow. In this deck, he's an angel, but he's got like a shawl covering him, so he's protected by the Almighty, and the light of the Almighty and the Divine is on him. So also it gives me the feeling the sun is rising, a new dawn is breaking. So have faith that if you are bored or depressed or sad, that there will be a rise. So trust yourself. Try to get as much knowledge as you can, okay? Before you take a leap, you hold the key to your life's path, just like the Fool. Now, if you do, you've got the King of Pentacles on here. He represents Taurus. So you could be meeting or dealing with a Taurus besides the Cancer or a Pisces or a Scorpio. But the character guys, the guys can also be ladies that have emotional control over their emotions. It's the status of the king, and then the queen has less control over emotions, but the knight and the page have none, or the knight has more than the page. That is how the cards work. So that's why I think it is important to name the zodiac signs, but it can be anybody. It could be a career person that does the research before they invest, like the Taurus or like the King of Pentacles, because he's got a Midas touch. So you might be investing in something new, or something could come to harvest if you've done the research and you've invested in something, whether it is in romance or in career. But it will be slow and it will be steady. And steady also, I get to hear stability. It will be something for long term with tangibility, otherwise he wouldn't invest in it. And look, we've got the dog here as well. The loyalty, the trust that you should have in your projects and in yourself. Now, the king is wise, and he will do the research, and if he can't find it himself, he will go to a professional. He can be the professional advisor as well. So you could also be seeking advice on something that's long term, like buying a house, getting a loan, getting married. So definitely do the research with regards to your question or your situation, and there's plenty of people that will help you, willing to help you also, perhaps a father figure or somebody that you regard as a father figure, a mature person that you can trust and love. In March we've got I call them the snow clocks, because that's literally translated from Dutch, and the snowflakes I think they're called in English, or the lilies of the valley, I'm not quite sure. Anyway, we're going on to March, and that's at the end of February. That's when your birthday comes in. So for those that have a happy time, I think you'll have a good birthday. You could be given money or something like that, because he is all about money and long term. Now, in March we have Gabriel. You're so blessed, and I know Brenda will like this card because she loves Gabriel, and also Saint Andre. Now this is that's Gabriel blowing life as, or protecting the union, because this is the Lovers. I thought it was the Judgment card, but it is the Lovers. So you could joining up in partnership, in business in February, but definitely in March. So that could be a good advisor and teacher to learn from, to set up your business. This could also be in romance. You could also be standing for decisions or choices. So be careful. You could meet your soulmate or a friend that you have in your life right now and been friends for years. All of a sudden you can change the perspective, or have your perspective changed, because you are in balance and you have grown from the Fool to the King of Pentacles, and you're in balance. 6 means that you're more than halfway, because the completion is the 10, and 6 is closer to the 10 than to the 1 or the 0. You could be dealing with a Gemini in March with your birthday. So happy birthday for both months, or the weeks that Pisces is here with us. And look at this. Talking about love, you could be meeting a new love or a passion. Could be a hobby that you want to share or partner up with somebody. You've got the Ace of Cups. So you can be meeting any of the water signs. New beginnings, new passion, new love. Could be passion turning into love. Also more intuitive, might be more empathic. You know what I'm talking about. You're the only ones that can really understand, apart from Cancer and Scorpio. But this can also be something that you love to nurture. So there could be a baby or a birth. You could find out that you're a grandmother or a grandfather, and you're going to babysit these babies because our parents are going back to work. So something that you are passionate about, or that you love to do, nurturing and caring, even if it is yourself. You might even start taking better care of yourself in March. Beautiful. Love yourself first, then you can love another. Take care of yourself first, then you can take care of another. We have April now, and April, yes, spring is back. I love spring. It's one of the beautiful times of the year, apart from autumn with all the magical colours. And you've got the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords means that you could get news. Not only news, but this news can be authoritative, or come from an institution or a municipality. This could be from a new study or legal documents. You could even be signing legal documents. That could be the news. Come and sign the contract. You've got the job. You've got the house. Come and sign the contract. So you'll have to be dealing with people in authority. Again, you could be meeting a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius this time. And the news will come through cyber, email, text message and telephone call. You might even need to seek advice, because we've got the advisor here about money. Perhaps somebody stole some money from you. You've got the 7 of Swords, 7-7, the 7th year and the 7 card. The 7 of Swords means somebody could be deceitful, so be careful. Perhaps this is news by somebody else and is sending you a news that is deceitful, so it is not the truth. So check and double check, Pisces. Some of you might might have somebody in their life that is avoiding a confrontation because they know that they've done wrong. They pulled the wool over your eyes, so be careful. This beautiful crow is shouting, and it is so hard. Every time I see this card, I hear his voice. And it's really loud, like, watch out, watch out. That's what he's screaming for. And they're screaming at him, you dirty thief. How can you go off like that and break somebody's heart and leave them with the blisters? He's getting burnt, but you will be the one that's sitting on the blisters. So be careful. That is pain. And you know, be careful of people gossiping behind your back. That's being deceitful as well. But somebody's trying to avoid your attention or the communication with you. In May, we have the spring. Wow. We're going in. We are already in spring because we're going into spring on the 21st of March, I believe. I sometimes do get my times wrong, but never mind. Life passes by too quickly, so enjoy it. Again, we've got the 7 of Swords. I didn't sort them out. If it's not April, it is May. So please, please, please be careful of people that are demanding your energy and that are depleting you and are avoiding your confrontation. This could be a personal partner. This could be a partner in business. But I'm just hearing something. This could be a client if you have your own business that's not paying up what they owe you. Now you've got 777 because 7-7 and the year 7. Awesome. So you do have luck behind you. This is showing me that the angels are behind you. Look at the light in this card coming up. Here is the sun and here is the moon. The moon means somebody's keeping secrets from you, but the secrets will be revealed in May. Wow. Also, you have the world. The world is your oyster. You will be standing on top of the world. You will be back in balance, like, what was it? The six, the lovers. You're more than halfway there. The 6 means that you're more than halfway there and you're in balance. You realize that you're stronger than what you realized before. Perhaps because you're going through a tough time and people are warning you. Listen to people. If somebody doesn't mean to gossip, but you might think it's gossip, so check it out and double check. Confront that person if you can get hold of him. Again, you could be dealing with a Taurus, a Leo, a Scorpio, or an Aquarius. Now we did have the Knight of Swords here, and there's Aquarius. So I'm not saying anything, and we've got Gemini twice, so be careful. It can be any of the people, okay? But literally, I think you've got bad and good in every sort and race and zodiac sign, but I think that Gemini or Aquarius can help you getting clarification, because they're the communicators. They will do research and they will try to give you information that you could use. Well, I'm telling you this, if somebody's stolen from you or somebody's walked away and left you with the blisters, let me put it that way, it's the neatest way of saying it. I can say in the S, in the gutter, then, you know, get legal action. Get your advisor on board, especially if somebody is not a professional advisor. They could have given you the wrong advice and taken your money. So be careful what you invest in. That's why it is important to do the research, so that you can be certain 99%, because he will want 99.9% certainty that he's got guarantee that he's got a right investment. Number 21 is 3. That's creativity and productivity. You will advance forward and to the next level, because the wheel keeps on turning, or rather the world keeps on turning, and it is turning in your advancement or advantage. Look at all these beautiful psychedelic lights, the light of the divine. Like when you've got the Hanged Man, it's like the aura light. You are definitely encircled with the light of the divine. Look at the geometry, like I'm getting to here, Archangel Metatron. He used geometry. That's it, the geometry signs. That's beautiful. So cover yourself with stones, or encircle yourself with stones, or aromatherapy oils to relax you and to balance your chakras. I love her dress. I wish I could make a dress like that, making the psychedelic chakra dress. Beautiful. Now you could be moving home, or the business. You could be going on holiday. If you're going on holiday, check and double check that there won't be any delays or difficulties in the country that or destination that you're going to. That could also be deceitful. They're advertising, let's go to Egypt or whatever, Mexico. It is beautiful, it's warm, it's peaceful. But check it out before you go. Check and double check. Okay, make sure you do. You could be working on the web. You could see something on the web, but the web isn't everything it seems. It's like what glitters isn't gold. So check and double check. You could be traveling the world. You could be getting engaged, married, or starting a family, expanding the family. This can be with a baby or with a pet. Wow. So definitely you could be working, starting a job in 2023 on the web. You could be looking for a partner on the web. Be careful. If you're meeting a stranger, don't let them in your home. Don't give your address. Don't give your PIN number, like the I don't know what you call it in America, but the machine in the wall that you put your plastic card in. So don't give anybody any dates. You can say I'm a Pisces, but don't give them the birth date until you know them better, and meet them on neutral ground. Protect yourself. Life is becoming very difficult, but it's still enjoyable so long you are cautious and aware of what is happening around you. A lot of people close off and are totally obsessed with one idea, and they follow that, and they get into a rut because they just want to follow just one thing. They're obsessed. So be aware of what is happening around you. You've got, in June, you've got the Page of Pentacles. So yes, you might get news about this person that might have stolen something from you, that it will be returned or justice is done. This could be a child. Somebody might, it might be a child that's pinched sweets out of the cupboard. It doesn't have to be money or divorce or deceit or a third party that they've been deceitful with. It can be a child that's pinched a sweet out of the cupboard. And that could be the news, that he finally or she comes out with the knowledge, mum or dad, I pinched a sweet and I feel really bad about it. So that's the type of news that you can receive from your child, or it could be the school teacher sending a letter about your child, that they're doing well or not well enough, things like that. But it could also be something that's in the baby shoes. If you went to an interview, it could be that you will be getting news that the first stage has you've passed the first stage. You've been successful. They want you to come in for another interview. This could be something in the baby shoes, like getting engaged, starting a relationship long term. Now, talking about the Fool, boom. As you know, I don't know what the cards are. They're coming out. And talking about the Fool in the beginning, we've got the Fool. Talk about the devil, as we say in Holland. He appears. So again, don't be naive. Don't be immature. This is news, okay? This is very fragile news because it's beginning. Can be a baby. Could be news about a baby somebody's expecting. Could be you if you're trying for a baby. This is a new beginning. So do the research. I can't say stipulate that enough. Before you take that leap of faith, have faith in yourself. Trust yourself. That you can do it. That you are stronger than you realize. Because you're on top of the world. You've come through this now. The 7 of Swords twice. Okay. You've dealt with that person. Okay. So you can do this. You've gained life knowledge and life experience. Now I was going to leave this till the last. But look at what we've got here. We've got the 2 of Cups. And that means soulmates. Emotional balance. You do have that throughout the year. And you've got the Lovers. Soulmate or best friend for life. It doesn't have to be a life partner. Now I'm going to switch the cards a little bit upwards, or shove them a little bit upwards, so you won't see April and May, but then you can see my table now. I can't keep secrets from you, can I? There you go. No, keep it whole. We've got July now. We've got the sun. So the sun is shining on you. We've also got the moon. We've got the moon. And the moon means that you're on the right path to your northern node, to your wish. You could be dealing with another Pisces or a Cancer, for that matter a Scorpio. But we've got Cancer here, the lobster or the crab, and we've got the 2 dogs. And when I see this card, yes, cry, but only cry when necessary. Don't cry wolf, because the story goes, if you cry wolf too many times, people won't bother to come to you when it's really necessary. But there is definitely a new beginning in July because you've got the pillars. This is the angelic doorway for me. For every reader it's different. Also, you're in the spotlight. You're being noticed. So if you're going for a job or trying to look for a new love, boom, you'll be noticed. Listen to your intuition. It won't leave you in the lurch. This was given to you by the divine and the cosmos, and it is for free, and it will never fail. There's no batteries that will run out. So long you run out, then your batteries will run out and your intuition. So follow your path. It's never a straight road ahead. It's always wibbly wobbly. Okay. We go through valleys and we go through summits. Now behind this, the other side of the moon, we have the dark side of the moon. Now the moon means that you have to do research. You might have to gain some knowledge. Secrets could be revealed to you in July. You might have to do the research, like I said, finding out if this hasn't settled yet, the 7 of Swords in April and May, then definitely it could come out in July. Also, again, Pisces or Cancer, you could be dealing with them, but you're in the spotlight. So something might be drawing your attention, or something happens and it needs your attention immediately. So don't let it pass you by, because could be an opportunity that you've been waiting for. A new beginning or a second chance. Look at this. Spirituality throughout July. In the month of Cancer, another colleague of yours, a water sign. You're rising, and this also gives me rising above the BS. You are going for what you want. You're strong. You are enlightened. Like I said, you're on top of the world. You have gained so much knowledge. You are listening to your intuition and you're rising above things. You're the phoenix rising from the ashes. You are ready to start again. If somebody's coming back from the past, you're no fool. No way. You have learned. And you're standing up for yourself and your beliefs. Now, in August, we have the Tower. The Tower means there will be a change, a new beginning. You might not have made a decision or a choice. Then you didn't rise above it, okay? So make sure that you make the choice and you rise above what needs to be risen above for a second chance. There can be a reconciliation. But it will, if you don't do it properly, if you don't sort out with the Moon card, the research, why, when, where and how, then it will be coming down again. Make sure that you build whatever you're starting in July or in August, that it's built on solid foundations. Some people might fall away because they are no benefit or honest to you. So let it go, rise above it and start building on proper foundations. The divine, the cosmos is giving you a chance to start again. Now we've got the Five of Swords. You don't want to go back to that. So it will break down again. Communication is broken down. The love and the trust is broken down. Don't go back. I wouldn't go back, but I'm not allowed to tell you what to do. But like I said, rise above it. Don't go into arguments. The card is ruled by Mars, and that's the planet of war. The crow might be whispering evil things in his ear, but he's not listening. Or it could be good things, but he's not listening. He's self-centered. So if you are dealing with a self-centered person, then walk away. Rise above it. They will come back, but I don't think you will be wanting them back because it's continuous. You've got the 7-7 here and they want to come back. They could be coming back in July, but give it time because they'll start in August again. The routine, they're stuck in a routine or a habit to always dispute or debate or go, and that will lead to arguments and hurt. Don't go there. Enjoy your summer. Now, in September we have the Eight of Pentacles. You are busy. You are concentrating on something. You are focusing on something that will give you a legacy. That could give you a legacy, but it will give you a promotion, or it will give you definitely a recognition and a wage rise. You are working to detail in September, perhaps because you've realized that you're strong enough on your own and you don't need hangers on. Somebody's telling me a dead horse. You're dragging a dead horse. You don't need to drag a dead horse. You're strong enough to work on your own, to detail, and it works faster than dragging a dead horse. People that will be an advantage of you will cross your path because you're putting yourself out there by working hard, by concentrating what has to be done. And there will be a new beginning. Look at the dawn rising. This you can interpret a star or the dawn rising, but a wish is going to come true in September. That's the feeling I get. 8 is the house of money and the house of power. So you're definitely in your power. So the Death card means also number 13 is fellowship. In the I Ching, you'll be making more friends. Like I said, you are going to meet friends through your work perhaps and your determination. You're getting recognition. So this could be either career-wise or friends, because number 13 means more friends, and number 13 becomes a 4, so that means stability and productivity. And wow, lovely. In October, wow, time flies. This is the best card yet. the Ten of Cups. Wishes complete. You could be finally with a person, either in career or romance, if you haven't got anybody. Ultimate happiness. You could be moving home, upgrading the home, going up from, let me put it this way, going from an apartment to a house and a garden. Now, everybody has that dream, but not all of us can afford it. But there can be expansion in the home, modernizing the home, going on holiday, starting a business, expanding the business, getting married, engaged, starting a family, expanding the family. Beautiful, ultimate happiness, marriage. Okay? Also, with the Ten of Pentacles, the 10 is completion. So where there is a completion, there is a new beginning. And I've never had this before. Now wow, you've got twice the 10 of Cups, Pisces. This is mind-blowing. Amazing. So, yes, somebody's saying twins. Now, you could be expecting or giving birth to twins because you've got 1-1. That's the angelic doorway. Like we have, where was it? The moon, where's the moon? Here. The angelic doorway, the pillars. So you can see that the angels do have your back. But, I heard something else. Twins. You could be giving birth to twins. Or soul twins. Something the word twins. So, I write this down because this is quite significant. Soulmate, twins. Soulmate, the 2 of Cups. Here we've got victory, the 6 of Wands. You've got recognition again, moving home, going on holiday, going on to the next level in career or romance. Wow. Marriage is in the cards for those that are wanting to get married. You've also got the 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles means that what you sow, you shall reap. So make sure that you know what you sow, so that you know what you'll reap. But be patient. You can't run before you walk. Again, slowly but steady. It will be giving you stability. That is in November. And on that card we have the Magician. Magic is in the air. You make also your own magic. Keep everything transparent and don't create illusions, then you won't be disillusioned. You could be dealing with an Aries or a Gemini. Gemini again, because that's where we've got Gemini, and here we've got Gemini. So Gemini is quite prominent. There could be a Gemini that is or will be your best friend. Awesome. Now, we've also got Leo twice, because Libra's also in the Knight of Swords. Okay, so the air signs are quite prominent. You've got Aquarius, and you've got Libra and twice, and you've got Gemini 3 times. So you've got Aquarius twice as well. This is the lady that you could be meeting or dealing with, what do you call it? A widow, a single person. This can be a man or a woman, but they've got their emotions under control. They are sharp thinkers. They have to be on the as sharp, because they have to think on their feet. They usually work in an institution, okay, and they usually do communication work, like authors, songwriters, artists, theatre, television, presenters like life coaches, things like that, or a judge or an advocate, a lawyer, somebody that can communicate on your behalf. They will fight till death to get you your victory, but you've got the victory card here already. You're not scared of anything, but also learn to say no, because people are hailing you in. They want your attention. They want you to be the advocate for them and protect them. You can remember, you can only help people that help themselves and are willing to do the work. Now, there is a red flag, but there's also yellow and blue. So be careful of warnings. Be careful. There is something is in the air. Perhaps news, but be careful. Look to the future and make sure that you do know what you want and get clarity. She stands for justice, clarity, honesty, and of course, truth, transparency, gaining knowledge, doing the communication. She will fight through thick and thin for you. Remember, here you are, the Strength card. You're stronger than you realize. Like I said, you might need to defend yourself. Wow. And you are on balance. That's when I said it. You could be dealing or meeting a Leo. And that is in December. Now for the last few cards, and then I will do the 13th month separately. I've got this one. Now I've got the Love Oracle. Okay, take that one. And my Wisdom of the Oracle, which Brenda gave to me. We do swap decks with each other. Now, imagination, or imagine. Yes, look at this. It's like the sun rays upside down. So go into the water. Relax in the water. There is a moon here. So this tells me moon is significant. Watch out for hidden things. Okay? You've got the moon twice. You've got 20 here, and that's a 2. Partnering up, balancing. Okay, but imagine what you want. Start trying to manifest, visualize what you are wanting. She also reminds me of the Lady of the Lake with the sword. But she's not holding a sword. She's holding some kind of stick with a piece of string, like a whip. So, but she reminds me of the Lady of the Lake. And she was powerful, and she was spiritual and true. Like that's when the sword of Lancelot came to life. So enjoy. Do swim. Go for swimming or spas. Enjoy the water more. You need to be near water. You're a fish. Wow. And if it is a romance, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Yes, this could be somebody that's coming back from the past. This could be the one that's the 5 of Swords and the Tower. Think twice before you act. Take it easy, please. Now, I've got my Hummingbird Oracle card. The storm has passed, dear one. Let the rays of the sun warm your feathers as you welcome in a bright new day. Clear skies ahead. So, yes. In other words, you've healed. You've got a new start. Use it to your advantage. The divine and the angels are with you. They've shown that with the porthole and with other things like the 2 of Cups. Wow, it's magic. I hope you've enjoyed this reading, Pisces, and I wish you a beautiful year ahead. Take care, stay safe, and thank you so much for your support this year and every other year. I hope you will stay with us in the Cyber family forever and ever. And I will say Amen. Take care and be blessed. Ciao, ciao.